Guys, Thursday, liver damage Thursday. What are we looking at today? Well, since we were supposed to look at it yesterday and didn't get to, because I had stuff. Okay, I'm sorry. We're looking at Black Scottish Stout from Belhaven. This is one from Nick from Canada. Let's see if there's any directions. Yeah, 4.2%, and this is one of the ones with the nitrogen capsule in it, and the top looks just like the rest of them. So, I guess that was known as the Canadian sneak attack. And in all fairness, well, I'm just sort of doing the cascading thing. In all fairness, I don't think it got froze, but it also was in transport the worst possible scenario for temperature range. So it's dark. Actually, I have a flashlight in here because I was just replacing the batteries on my my beloved T30S V2. I don't know why when they build something that appears to be somewhat bulletproof. Of course, right now J Elite Ammunition is going, what have I already talked about? I got one, Steve Bush ended up being the winner of one of these, and I had to get it for him from China. So while everybody else had one in like 48 hours, I think it took over 2 weeks for Steve to get his. But yeah, this ran, I'm not even exactly sure how long it runs on a charge, but my lackey was using it today to insulate a roof of a garage. Yeah, I wasn't going to go up there. And it was on for hours. So oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so it doesn't make it on the. Oh, that wasn't even on high. There's the lowest one, and you can see it. So it doesn't pass the. Doesn't pass. Seriously. Oh, they went the other way. The child is home. Speaking of children, I know, when it comes to dealing with the internet, you deal with, you deal with so many assholes. But it's actually been a while since I've had to deal with the immaturity factor on the scale of the douche nozzle. I couldn't even tell you what the name of his channel is because I just deleted him and blocked him. But, you know, when he puts up a thing completely slamming me, all my previous videos, my firearms, and then the video from last night, and I'm just like, my exact comment was, wow, somebody needs to get laid. And he comes back with this, I've been married for 22 years, and it was like, dude, I would say at best you're a 15-year-old sitting in your mommy's basement somewhere. Because if you are a representative of someone in my age category, that is a sad thing. Immature. Too bad. But yeah, his very next comment came back with immediately started slamming on Christine. And by his comment, this individual, couldn't have possibly been more wrong. But then again, that's what you get when a 15 or a 16-year-old sitting in their mommy's basement. So, well, it has kind of a milk stout almost smell to it. Some roasted malts and some chocolate, but nothing really strong. But does have some creamy head, and we all like creamy head. Cheers, guys. Well, again, it has a lot of the characteristics of a milk stout. It's low on the alcohol. It's up front. It's not really strong or overdone on the roasted malts, but it has a roasted malt creamy chocolate-like flavor. And the aftertaste is comes on kind of strong with coffee. Would I classify this as something I would stock up on for an extremely special occasion? Probably not. Sorry, Nick. But this is the kind of thing that you stock up as the decoy. Like, I put all of the really good review beer in the back of the little refrigerator, and then I lace the whole front of the shelves in this. So when that sawed-off little leprechaun runt, Jerry, comes down here and he starts rummaging through the refrigerator, he just gets a whole bunch of these, which are more than adequate. I don't know, I think maybe me and Nick actually had this conversation. He said it was, basically it was categorized as a good overall daily drinker, and I won't argue with that. I think you actually did say it wasn't anything extremely special, but it is a far cry better than anything that I have had from Guinness. Then again, I've been told by a few of you across the ponders that I know that the Guinness that we get here is ass dribble compared to what you'd get if you went across the pond. So, one of the first things I had to do this morning, after the email that I sent yesterday to the property owner of the largest group of properties that me and my buddy Greg maintain, I had to write an apology email this morning, because yesterday I sent him an email that was like, stuff like, dear blah blah blah, just wanted to tell you to go fuck yourself, that after I win the Powerball, you can shove all of your piece of shit properties up your ass, and that from this point forward you can call me on my yacht in the Caribbean. But since that whole thing didn't really pan out as I had seen it going down, I had to send a rebuttal, or seriously, I guess in a way, it's cool that more than one person. And then with the thing as of right now, at least that I don't know, is, you know, were those single individuals, or was it a scenario like, you know, me and a bunch of us inner circle boys, we all get tickets, one or two, or, you know, nothing crazy, no more than 5 tickets for every Wednesday and every Saturday, and in the event that one of us wins, we all win. It would have been kind of nice if one of us would have, you know, gotten this one, because we just, you know, go find as much property off of the grid somewhere and start Guntown. Which still might happen anyway. Black Scottish Stout from Belhaven. Where do I put this on the E scale? It was tasty. It was not really powerful on any of the flavors, but it definitely, you know, it was definitely very drinkable. On the E scale, I would probably go 7.5 on this, and I would put it in the more of a daily drinker kind of a thing. You know, you're not going to get, you know, 4.2%. You're not going to get trashed on it. You probably get full before you get drunk. On the other hand, I found another use for this glass. Little bent paddle black, not the double black. That is some wholesome goodness going on right there. That's all I gotta say. Nick. There's one way to add a little bit more oomph to it. I'm still not exactly sure how they get the whole hopped, like, it is very, very tasty whiskey. Hoppy? I don't think so. I know the Zen master of all things discriminated against as far as hops goes, being Jay from Elite Ammunition. I'll definitely make sure, well, I'll try. I'll save enough of that for you to try, Jay, because I know what a big fan you are of hops, and I want to know if you get any hops out of that at all. Okay, well, I want to thank everybody that's put their 2 cents in so far on the picking a pattern. I guess I'm kind of surprised that the blue cryptic Neptune there is in as much of a lead as it is. A lot of guys I know, they go absolutely bananas over the whole skull thing. I like the way the whole skull thing looked too, because you know, you put it in a smaller print like that, and you kind of have to search for the image a little bit more. It's not like a big, like a flat, big old poster, and it's like Captain Obvious. And there was a couple of things just wanted to discuss, because like I said, I know a couple of you guys been friends a long time, but feel sometimes if you gotta like voice your opposite opinion, you know, feel free to, you know, do it. Like Chuck has no problems with this at all. You know, if you have a differing point of view, I'm always up for it. I'm not saying that my mind is easily swayed, but I'm always up for the dialogue, the discussion, the conversation. You know, I've put up videos that and I've seen a lot of guys, of course, the babies are still out there, like the dick nozzle from yesterday. You know, it's like, oh, you just hit the dislike button. Yeah, good for you, Facebook. The Stingray, you know, questioned doing the print, the graphics, the dip, the color change to a gun that is going to be a carry gun. I have heard and appreciate and understand the arguments, but on the same token, if you really want to find some fucking libtard loser lawyer, like let's just say that something happens and God forbid I should have to defend my life, my family's life, or even some libtard that is at the wrong place at the wrong time, and say I use that gun, my viewpoint has always been whoop-de-fucking-do how it looks. You know, if they want to tear you apart, they're gonna come after you for everything that they want to try. Like, oh, let's like look at the ammunition. Like, is it a hollow point? Oh, you might want to do.
I thought you were done by now.
Good God. Like, for instance, you know, you get so many of these jackrags that no matter what you put up in a video, they have some kind of a comment like, oh, in your video, your magazines had jacketed or full metal jacket bullets. Big fucking deal. There's actually quite a few places, of course they're all libtard special places, where you can't even legally carry a hollow point because, oh my God, it might be too dangerous or too harmful to the person that you're trying to stop from causing you harm. Me personally, in a lot of my carry mags, I stagger the rounds. I want one to kill the bad guy as quickly as possible, and maybe you have to, maybe you got someone trying to kill you with a car and you gotta shoot through glass. So, hollow point, non-hollow point, you know, that kind of thing. So, I've got several of my carry mags that are staggered like that. But, you know, I understand the argument, but to me, I don't really care how the gun looks. You know, instead of being black, now that it's blue and black, does it somehow make it
I'll come back.
more dangerous? Want a shot of whiskey?
Huh?
So you want a shot of whiskey?
No.
Oh, okay. So I get the view, I get the point, and me personally, I guess to be honest, I won't play with the liberal losers. At some point in time, I don't know if it's before or after the revolution, or before mankind wakes up and realizes the liberal mentality just isn't working. It is destroying our education system. It has destroyed our government. You know, our children, you know, all the programming. Like for instance, Samantha, coming home from school, I cannot believe what a bunch of liberal idiots 90% of my friends are. They just they don't want to think for themselves. Like, that's something that I'm proud about, that I've instilled in her. Don't take my viewpoint on things. Look into it. Understand both sides of the argument. So, I guess, I'm trying to think. I mean, if some attorney wants to tear me apart, everything that I have or carry has been modified somehow. Stainless steel guide rod, maybe a connector, so it's different than the stock one. But, you know, again, I call bullshit. You know, it's like, for instance, you know, what is defined as the line? For instance, I can go into the safe right now and drag out 5 or 6 pistols that have all had some kind of trigger work done to them, and they're not as light or have as fast of a reset as that Walther PPQ M2. That's all stock. At this moment in time, I don't see any reason to touch anything on there. I like the way the trigger feels. I like the way it responds. I love the reset. I change things because I try to get almost all of my stuff as consistent as possible, which I find brings me in search of a trigger feel similar to a 1911. So, does that make you more of a bad guy if you're carrying a 1911? Maybe not, because, you know, they're going to hold 7 or 8 rounds unless you're really cool, and you can get a, my new friend here, I carry one, and he's got a 1911 that's a double stack. So, technically, his 1911 holds more than a lot of Glocks. So, where's that line? You know, the lawyers say that all trigger pulls need to be 5.5 pounds, and if it's anything less, then obviously you're at fault. I'm at fault because your client hopped up on methamphetamines, tried to do harm to my family, and I killed him. Or, in the eyes of my first conceal and carry instructor, said, "No, we don't shoot to kill. We shoot until the threat subsides." And I was like, aren't we shooting and killing? Isn't that the end goal? Is for, you know, if that's the case, then why don't I just carry a chainsaw and we can lob off his legs and he's not going to be able to pursue me anymore? Whew, where would that go in court? If you're a bad guy for shooting someone with a gun, what happens if you carried a chainsaw and you lobbed off some methed up loser with a knife coming at you with a chainsaw and cut off his legs? Is that unreasonable force, even though in the end both of them are dead? There's a lot of fucked up laws, isn't there? So, Stingray, I appreciate the argument, but I still stand behind, there's 2 big factors here. One is my 5.7 is going to be a showcase to all of the shit that Elite Ammunition and Jay is capable of. So that's one of the reasons. I mean, I don't have any guns right now that have anything done to them other than changing out the grip. So because I got Slimer green grips on a 1911, does that make it more scary than if you made something dipped in blue and black? I don't know. It's kind of a strange argument to have. So, but that gun, I mean, don't get me wrong, that gun's going to be carried. That my primary carry is my Walther, which someday this is going to need to get some work done on it. But you know what? This is a carry gun. Yeah, I know. Take cover. Flint from today. You know, it's getting scratched. It's getting wear marks on it. It has telltale signs of where it touches me. That's the primary. That's the one that will still be on my side when I'm laying in a mud puddle under a house. But I do intend on carrying the FN pretty much the rest of the time. I know the 23 will still be right there in the rotation. I mean, not a Glock fanboy. You guys all know I'm not a... I have Glocks almost... NIHAP, you suck. It's all because of NIHAP. I mean, anybody out there that hates Glocks, hey, I completely understand. But you know what? I'm also a rational thinker, and I have to give where the line on that goes. Is it Glock perfection? I don't know if it's Glock perfection, but you know what? There's a shitload of accessories and parts and stuff laying everywhere for them, and I can honestly say that if the end was here and it was revolution time and I had to take it on the road and my life completely depended on the gun on my side, I can grab shit in this drawer right now and probably keep my G27 and my G23 alive forever. Different barrels, different the stock parts that came off when I put the brass stacker stainless stuff in there, and blah blah blah, the extra connectors. And if someone aimed a gun at me and pulled the trigger and it was a Glock, I'm pretty sure it's gonna go off. The odds are very, very likely it's going to go off. Love them or hate them, they are a tool, they are a workhorse, and so where were we on this whole carry thing? I just personally don't think it makes a difference at all what color the gun is. I mean, you can go buy guns in different colors now, straight from the manufacturer. So how does having elite ammunition change it from being all black to being blue and black? How has that altered anything? I mean, show it to some people and maybe it's less dangerous now because it's so cute. No, it's not cute. So, okay, well, I don't want to dwell on this all day. I'm just saying I completely disagree with the whole thing. I don't ever want to think about the day where I have to take someone else's life, but damn it, if it comes down to it and it becomes me or some piece of shit trying to cause me or my family harm, I am going to do everything in my power to get to my gun, and I'm going to keep on squeezing the trigger until that fucker does not move forward towards me anymore. Period. Until my family is safe because some piece of shit decided to come and do harm to me. And I don't care if that gun is blue, black, white, avocado. So, we can discuss it all you want. I'm just saying. Okay, tomorrow? Friday. Yeah, baby. I'm Red Racer IPA. The other one from Nick. Nick the Dick. 6.5%. Do they not have alcohol up there in Canada? It's a 6.5% shit. Just kidding, Nick. So, look at Red Racer tomorrow. And again, like I said, never, unless you're a douchebag loser who just wants to act like you're 15 years old and attack, and in your second barrage of intellectually youthful comments, want to start attacking family members, that's different. If you actually bring reason to the argument, I don't have a problem with that. I mean, like even this douche nozzle, come after me all you want. I obviously gave the chance for round 2 or round 3, but when you obviously show that you are a mental midget and the best you can come up with is to attack my wife, fuck you. You're blocked, you don't exist, and you are obviously not an adult. Not an adult at all. You are a baby. So, go stick your little bottle in your mouth after you're done fucking yourself. Good God, probably a liberal too. So, cheers guys. Cheers Nick. Obviously I'll be checking in. He was all concerned if I did the brew review and what I thought, and I was like, get a fucking life. And he's just like, I don't have one. I'm just sitting here in front of my monitor waiting for the brew review to come. I'm like, sorry, you're just going to have to keep on waiting. Any, well, maybe any beer period, but this definitely mixes well with dark beers. So, okay. Again, I want to thank everybody that's put in a vote so far. The early voting right now has it hands down for the cryptic. So that's cool. I like that. I like that one more. Of the two of them, I like that. I'll admit I like that one a little bit more. But I was kind of willing to go with either one. Stingray, I guess that does add an interesting dynamics to your argument. You just shot and killed a guy with a gun that's covered in skulls. No comment